The Black Widow. Welcome. How are you doing? KP Heathen. And Isobar. Welcome, Uncle Lau. I have gotten to the habit, or I've tried to, of when I watch somebody's video and I watch the entire video, I hit that little button at the end that puts a timestamp on it as to how much I watched. And 7 in the house and 5 likes. Thank you. Joseph Moore, welcome. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, welcome. Eight in the house, 6 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Can't stay. I'm at my daughter's softball. Hey, enjoy that softball game. Thank you, Joseph. God bless you. You gotta do the important stuff. Daughter comes first. Yoda, my friend Yoda. My best to Yoda and Echo. Eight in the house, 6 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Please leave a comment so that I know you were here. So it's been a long day. I got up, it was before 5 o'clock this morning. I was at work before 7. And I had a 7:30, one of these Zoom meetings to watch. Had my schedule today, classes. After school, I went into the cafeteria and I did bus duty, watched the kids in the cafeteria until the buses got there. And then about 30 minutes later, I'm at the staff meeting for 45 minutes. They're going over stuff. I got out of there about 5 o'clock. Went to Walmart, picked up a few things for class. And Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, hello, how are you doing? 16:55 today. Well, you're going to pass me soon. Congratulations. Keep the foot on the gas. I was at 1693, and for whatever reason, I dropped 2. So after I got out of Walmart, I went over to Jim's Big Burger. Got myself a big combo and sipping on a sweet tea. And I got my wife a chicken fried steak basket. Got a couple of pieces of cake, a vanilla and a German chocolate. At some point, I should say life is good, but I'm tired. Getting older, slowing down. Did I mention my best to Echo? Living her life, her best life at 60. Well, you go with your bad self. You go with your bad self, Dave. Before you know it, you're going to be getting another little package from me. Uncle Al's going to be getting a package from me. Putting stuff together, different stuff. 9 watching, 7 likes. Okay. We need to pray for Uncle Al's health. He's having health issues. Need to pray for Devil Dog Prepper. He had surgery. Uncle Al's recovering. I'm tired. I am tired. Pray for me. I will pray for our country. So got something in from I'm constantly getting stuff in from Amazon. Another box from Amazon, a box. This is an unboxing. I have been threatening to do an unboxing video. Green sauce, LOL. What green sauce and 20 coffee bits, LOL. Hey, I will be sending you some more stuff, Dave. I just need to put it together. I got it. That coffee that oh, this might be a good one. We might do this evening. You'll enjoy this if we do this one. All right. For sales and promotions, GPMRE Foods.com, and David Lynn. Gotta look at this one. So apparently Amazon got these from somebody else. These are the Moores Modular Operational Ration Enhancements, Moores Type 2 Hot Weather Pack 1. Caffeine chocolate pudding, dried cranberries, energy gel, mixed berry snack, filled pretzels, they call them combos, cheddar beverage, carb electro 2. Here's another one. Each of these are different. Modular Operational Ration Enhancement More Type 2 Hot Weather Pack 2. First Strike Bar. Chocolate nuts. Almonds. Smoked energy gel. Lemon lime applesauce. Caffeinated gum. Peppermint beverage carb electro 2. These are from the Warnick Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's 2. And here's the third one. This one is again a modular operational ration enhancement more type 2 hot weather pack 3. So there are 3 different packs. Specifically designed for added nutrition during operations at temperatures above 70 degrees. May also be consumed at temperatures between 40 and 70 degrees. Energy gel, orange, nut and fruit mix, 2. Applesauce, cinnamon snack, corn kernels, First Strike Bar, mini mocha beverage, carb electro 2. So I got 3 packs, and each of them is 3 different. They have 3 different versions with slightly different stuff in it, and I paid $25 for the 3 of them together. If I'd have bought them individually, they'd been $10 each. I'm gonna look into contacting this company. There's a couple different companies that I've got stuff from that I got from Amazon, but I guess Amazon bought it from them, and then, and then I got it shipped from them. So Amazon's sort of like I don't know. They got a piece of the cut or whatever. Well, I got 3 of them. For $20. No, did I say 20 or 25? God, I don't even remember. I think I got 3 of them for 25. And if I'd have got them individually, they'd have been $10. Do you know how much the real, true military MREs now? You buy a case of 12, and you're going to pay I'll have to look. But those MREs are about $15 a piece now, $15 to $20 a piece. Little Lone Prepper, hello. Everything's expensive. So they would issue those with the MREs for like extra snacks and extra calories, extra stuff to snack on. And you get like 3 MREs, and you get one of those. Hello, Holly. 7 in the house, 8 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. And I ordered those going on a couple of weeks ago. Now, I will tell you that you can get a case of humanitarian daily rations, which a case is 10 packs, and they are supposedly 24 hours. They've got a lot of stuff in them. They don't have those Flemish ration heaters, which aren't worth a poop. And they don't have beverages, but they have the other stuff. So like it'd come with 2 mains, and it would come with a couple of packs of crackers, peanut butter and jelly, and Pop-Tarts, a couple of cookies, or has some variety in it. And if you look at, getting a case for like $30 now, you can get a case for $30. Now that case will be 6 or 7 years old. It will have been packed 6 or 7 years ago. But if you look at what all you get in it, and most of those components will last 20, 25 years if you store them properly, it's really a good deal. Because I keep threatening I'm going to do this. I keep saying I'm going to take one of those cases and open it up and just pull everything out of all of and just sort them out and explain to you, this is how much you pay for this and this is how much you pay for that. Now, when you get the humanitarian You're crying. You got 5 boxes to mail out. Uncle Al. Yeah, it's not cheap. They're not cheap. Those boxes that I send cost between $15 and $20, and then if I send them out of the 48 states, multiply by about 4. If I'm lucky, you go across the go across the border to Canada, go 2 or 3 miles across the border to Canada, and what was a $15 box is all of a sudden 60 some odd dollars. They're expensive, all right. And the other thing is, they're losing money, and they're hiring a bunch of part-timers. And those part-timers, they don't care, you know. And there's a lot of jacked up mail deliveries. I get stuff all the time that was missorted or miss whatever, somebody else's name in my box. And then occasionally I get something way late, or I get something delivered to me. Oh, this was at my house. I live 3 streets over. Little old man did that with a package I'd ordered from Amazon, and it was delivered by UPS. Charlene Heat. Hello, Charlene Heat. Please leave a like if you haven't to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, Charlene Heel. My apologies. Eight in the house, 9 likes. But Uncle Al was on a rant. I just got through watching. Matter of fact, I was the first like and probably one of the first views. I went in and he started. I said first like. No, it said first like and thumbs up. Sent it off. I watched the entire thing, and at the end, I sent him another comment. I basically just clicked the little timestamp to indicate I watched the entire. It's like about a 9-minute video, a little over 9 minutes. Like I watched the whole thing. Normally, you know, I watch Uncle Al and a lot of the other people that I watch regularly. I watch the entire thing. You know, I try to watch the whole thing. Now, truthfully, if I visit somebody's live stream, I'm there to say a few things. If I'm there to give you a full view, it's on a playlist. And you get the full hour or hour and a half or whatever, 2 hours. You get the full amount. You'll get a like, and, you know, support a comment from me to let you know I was there and I was the one that did it. But no, I'm not watching that 2 hour. I don't have time. You know, I don't have time. I don't have time to go back and rewatch mine. You know. I mean, I do go occasionally back and I'll rewatch some of my shorts. Like, I don't understand this, but I've got a short that I did yesterday that has just under 500 views. So this morning I dropped a follow-up short. I try to drop a couple of shorts a day. When one starts slowing down, I drop another one. So I dropped one this morning. Okay. I think it's a decent short. You know, it's like 30 seconds. It's got decent music to it. 9 hours ago. 15 views. 15 views. Now, it's got 8 or 10 comments from people who watch me. But why the algorithm didn't push it out, or why, you know, it should have a hell of a lot more views than 15 views in 9 hours. So I just don't know. So I went in and I changed the name slightly. You know, I changed the name slightly to see if that would jar it into getting views. I don't know. They do that to me. I apologize, but I had been getting error signals. Like, I go sometimes and I try to respond to somebody's comment. And I'll leave them a nice little short comment, you know, few words. Go to send it, and I get an error signal. So I looked up what the error signal means. I looked up what does a YouTube, uh, I think it's a 403 error signal. What does it mean? And I forget exactly what it told me, but it was some BS. It was some BS. And they said, well, somebody said, well, are you leaving real long? Or, are you going real long on your comments, or did you put something in there that's controversial? No. Sometimes it's just truth. That looks good or that looks bad. If I think they're right, truth. Somebody had made a comment about one of my barbecue sandwiches. It looked real dry. It was. I said, truthfully, it was. And it gave me an error signal. Drinking sweet tea for my supper. So I don't know, and I don't want people to think, well, sometimes I don't want them to think I'm not trying to respond. Because I am. Oh, I always say apologies. I apologize for everything. Makes people feel better. I basically said apologies because I'm not able to, sometimes I'm not able to respond to a comment. Now it allows me to leave a heart, push the little heart symbol. I can push the heart symbol and it allows that, it doesn't reject that. But sometimes I try to leave it, and I'll go back and I'll try to change it. And I still get an error. I'll delete the comment. I'll try to go back 5 minutes later. And it's okay, I'll try it now. And I still get the damn error signal. I don't understand. I really don't. Oh, I'm always behind. I'm always behind. It's just it's the story of my life. I'm behind. I'm behind on everything. So, I was listening to Uncle Al, and he had recommended a topic for this evening, and I don't even remember what the topic was. I'd have to check his text message. I'm tired. I really am tired. I will tell you, because I'm in Texas, and where I live, the population of the county is about 100,000. The population of the city proper is probably about 65,000. And there's about 100,000 people in the county, and there's some other little towns in the county, and rural and everything. And Victoria County, Victoria, Texas. And yeah, our population's going up a little bit. It's a nice, good-sized country town. But I complain because, like, when I moved here 20 years ago from Corpus, there were 2 cafeterias. There was a cafeteria in the mall called Luby's, and Corpus had 4 Luby's cafeterias at the time, because Corpus is a lot bigger. I loved Luby's. I would go to San Antonio occasionally for workshops and trips and such, and I would eat at Luby's in San Antonio. It's like my version of good cafeteria food, And I used to get the Luann plate. It's where you get a half of a meat and 2 sides and a roll. And then I'd usually order a dessert and tea or whatever. God bless you. I know my wife's got some health issues. So, but we had a Luby's. We had a First cafeteria. on the main drag. The Luby's was in the mall, and the Furs was on the main drag Navarro. Well, Luby's got closed down a couple of years after I moved in. Very poor management. Very poor management. Older people, church people would go there. Very poorly run. They had thugs that would go in and get real loud, make scenes, and nobody would take care of it. There was no security, no law enforcement, nothing. You got people from church. You've got people bringing their families in, the little kids and everything, and they have to hear, thugs cussing, and, acting like fools. And my wife says, don't get involved, don't say anything, don't get involved, I was a school administrator and I was used to dealing with stuff like that, but, it wasn't my place to deal with it. So, Luby's closed, and then Furs had a fire. Very popular place, Furs had a fire, and instead of rebuilding it, because they had the kitchen fire, instead of rebuilding it, they tore it down and they put up another pizza place. So we've got like 10 different brands of pizza here. Lots of different versions of pizza you can get. And they built a big pizza place. Benoy Vog Creation F4, welcome. Thank you for coming. Good morning, Poe. Isn't that what you say, Poe? P-O? So, I wasn't happy about that. I'm not happy that we don't have Waffle House and we don't have Cracker Barrel. We don't have either one of those. There's a Buc-ee's over in Port Lavaca, which is 25 miles away. Port Lavaca has a population of about 20,000. We're we're more than 3 times the size of Port Lavaca. We don't even have Buc-ee's, but it's on the highway going north or south. One of the versions from Corpus to Houston, and they got a nice Buc-ee's over there. We don't have that. There are things that's like I don't understand. As affluent and as many of well-to-do people, we got 2 country clubs here and 3 golf courses. As well-to-do as Victoria is, old money, they don't want some of these places. I really think it's the people that sort of run things behind the scenes that don't want some of these places. I don't know, or they don't want them maybe because they feel like it'll make Victoria grow, and they don't want Victoria to grow. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, I will do a video opening those Moors up, let y'all see what's in them. I'll do a video of that. I need to do a video of boxing up Dave's and Echo's package that I'm going to send them. I need to do a video of boxing up Uncle Al's package that I'm going to send him. And he was talking about Sterno today. He was talking about Sterno stoves. He was telling KP, because KP had done videos with both of the stoves I sent him. He was telling him about getting a windscreen, which is a good idea if you're outside in the wind, get a windscreen. Or do it someplace where you've got some screen from the wind, some natural break for the wind. Do that. And the other thing is, you can use Sterno, you can use canned heat. I mean, Sterno, and you got canned heat. These burn for 6 hours, safe heat. You light them, you put them out, you light them, you put them out. It takes less than 15 minutes to boil water. Get your water hot. And you can use them to heat up food. You put a retort pouch. You put a Hormel Complete or a Dingy Moore meal. You put it in the heat it up. You know the FRHs aren't worth the POOP, so I don't bother with them. Hillbilly Josh, hello Hillbilly Josh, good to see you. 9 in the house, 10 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. I am 32 minutes in, about halfway there. Gonna try to make it. Mom of 4 boys. Hello, Mom of 4 boys. Welcome. So I got a 3-pack of Moore's in modular operational ration enhancements. They're like extras, packs of extras that you give out when you give out your MREs. I got 3-pack of a variety of pack A, pack B, pack C, hot weathers, and I went through what was in them. You missed probably about 5-6 minutes into the live stream. I went through them, so you might want to watch the first 15 minutes of this. If you missed it, you might want to go back and after the live is over, go back and watch the first 15 minutes. And I went through some Moores. I bought a 3-pack for $25, and if I'd have bought them individually, they'd have been $10 a piece. You buy an MRE, the true military MREs, and you're going to pay $20. You buy individual ones, you're going to pay $20, $25 for one. Now, you get one that's relatively new, a couple of years old. You're going to buy a case of 12 because there's a case A, which is menus 1 through 12. There's a case B, which are menus 13 through 24. And you're going to pay, well, for the 2 of them, you might get the 2 of them for like $275, $300. You know, for the real military MREs. They're not cheap. I used to get them for under $10 a piece. I could buy a case for, and now it's like, man, they really just went sky high through the roof. I am sucking on sweet tea from supper. Oh, life is good. Life is good. Hey, Michaela. So, okay, Uncle Al, remind me what you texted me earlier about what you recommended I talk about tonight. Let's try to get that conversation going as I transition. Michaela Missick. Please leave a like to support the channel. Greatly appreciated. Living in the house, 12 likes. Last night I had 115 views. I actually had 106, and since then I've had an additional 9, so I've had 115 views, or people scroll through. And Idaho Garden Girl. Hello, Idaho Garden Girl. The supply chain. Okay. So, well, the first thing I'd like to say about the supply chain is that it can be inconsistent. Um, everything, everything uses energy. Whether you're dealing with a train or a semi hauling a trailer, an airplane, a ship, wherever you're going or wherever you're coming from, a car, everything uses energy, and energy costs money. So, under the prior administration, the gentleman that they tried to assassinate recently, under his administration, he opened it up for drilling, fracking, uh, research, government lands offshore, no holds barred, building pipelines. They're doing a refinery up in the northeast Texas. First refinery they built, or they've been building, and I don't know how long. They had some pipelines coming down from Canada. A lot of stuff. So we were a net exporter of energy. We were exporting fuel, oil. We were exporting gas, natural gas. What we were doing, we had a stabilized global price, and we were making money, and people were working, making just high school graduates, no geniuses, working, making $100,000+ a year in the oil industry and related industries. Life was good. Prices were lower. Um, and you didn't have the runaway inflation the way you have now. And that was part of the that was part of the distribution and services and all that sort of stuff. Checking to see who's here. So, under the new administration, for one, fuel prices have gone way. The border's wide open. Lots of people coming in, lots of crime. You've got some of the larger areas that are not safe. So you've got people not wanting to deliver to those areas. They don't feel safe going to those areas. One of the reasons that they were having trouble in Houston getting the power back on is that some of those service techs, those electrical techs for the power company, didn't feel safe going in because they were being assaulted, or they were being threatened, or they were having problems with the people in these bad neighborhoods, and they didn't want to go in unless somebody, law enforcement, somebody's going to be there to protect them. Now, you didn't hear that story on the news very much, but that was a big chunk of it. So you also had issues with people not wanting to work when it comes to the ports. They did not want to unload the ships. You had a real big backup out on the West Coast. A lot of these container ships, they didn't have enough people to unload them. People didn't want to do it. People were striking, and people didn't want to do it. They were talking about having the military come in and have military people go in and help unload, and it was backing up the supply chain. They were running short of stuff that they got that they needed in the supply chain. So there were shortages. And then as there are shortages, there were runs. There's a fear they're out of something other, people go run on it. And it slowed down trying to get deliveries. And then you got drivers not wanting to drive into certain places. They didn't feel safe. Like, a lot of these companies and a lot of these stores are closing locations in some of these big blue cities because of all the looting and because law enforcement can't handle it and because the prosecutors don't prosecute them when they catch them. It's not safe. So you got that kind of stuff going on. Supply chain problems. And then, also in a situation where you've got companies that are building stuff and they've got shortages of materials. So they can't produce some of the products that they need to produce. I mean, it is what it is. It's a big mess. Big mess. And then, I don't know what percentage or how many people don't want to make deliveries into New York and into New Jersey, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, some of the big blue cities where there's a lot of problems. I mean, they got a couple of them in Texas. Houston, Dallas. Fort Worth is more conservative. It's red. It's run by Republicans, so they don't have near the problems. A little more affluent. They don't have near the problems. Atlanta's another one. Atlanta, Georgia. Fulton County, 3.5 million people live in Fulton County. They're having problems. Supply chains issues. Hello, Enrique Trevino. Welcome. Please leave a like. 11 in the house. 14 likes. 9 in the house. Melinda Elliott. Hello, Melinda. Well, God bless you, Melinda. Take care of yourself. Yes, supply chain issues. One of the things you think that stores and businesses, just got lots of reserves. If you were to go into a large Walmart, they've got a lot of steel in the back on both sides of the store, the grocery side, the store that I worked at was I worked there for 3.5 years. The store that I worked at after I retired, stayed retired for about a year, and then I went back to work. I wanted something to do. I started part-time and then full-time and then into management, it's the market store. So it's the biggest store in the market. And the market people, there's like work with 8 or 10 different stores in the area. Victoria has two stores. It has the market store over by the mall, and then it's got the newer store over on the other side of town, the south side of town. And you get a shipment every day. An 18-wheeler pulls in with a trailer. One day a week you get two shipments. So one day a week you get two trailers, but normally you get one trailer a day. And then there will be a trailer on the grocery side, and then there will be a cold trailer, or there will be a delivery of all the cold products, refrigerated. And you have space to store items so you can replenish. And they normally restock mostly overnight. Now the Walmart that I was at originally was a 24-hour Walmart, and most of the Walmarts I think are no longer 24 hours now. Like they're open until 11 at night, they close, and then they're open at 6. So there's like a 7 hours that they're closed, and they have an overnight crew that are restocking, putting stuff out. So in the midday to early afternoon, the trailers come in, and then they've got a crew that will empty the trailers, and they'll sort the stuff out, and it'll be on pallets. It comes in boxes, and then they'll be placed on pallets, sorted out, to be distributed throughout the store. Now, there is some restocking done during the day, especially if they run out of something other, and they've got it, they'll restock during the day. But usually they do most of their heavy after hours. And because of the way the store is shopped, especially groceries, they will in the morning and they will in the evening do what they call zoning, usually early afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll pull people from other parts of the store to go through and straighten up grocery. Get rid of all the boxes, try to put things the way they are, move the stuff forward, on the shelves, to try to make it a little bit more serviceable, a little bit neater. Get rid of, empty boxes and various things. Or move stuff, people leave stuff, different aisles. They just get rid of something, leave it there to go and pick up all the stuff that was left and try to get it back where it goes. Same thing like with returns. But they have distribution centers, like a hub or a distribution center, like Amazon. And stuff comes from those distribution centers, and they're ordered by the store. Everything is electronically done. So when they sell something, there's a record of what was sold, and it should be reordered automatically. But they would go through and they would scan, usually one day a week on Wednesday or Thursday. They would go through the store and they would scan everything. So if something was out, you would scan that tag and it would order. And you'd have different departments, people from different departments going in scanning. And they would go scan for outs. And then that stuff would be ordered. And then whenever they could get it in, they'd get replaced. And you get lists, this is coming in, that is coming in, this came in, that came in. This should take such and such a time to put it out. And they'd estimate the labor, that how many people it would take and how long it would take to put the stuff out. And it's a pretty good process. But realistically, they don't, their estimates are not accurate. Stuff gets put out, It gets put out in the wrong place. They plug stuff. They don't have a place to put this and they want to put it out, so they put it out someplace else. So I always had the problems when I was working over digital shopping. We'd get an order, somebody'd want something other, and you'd send a kid out, with a car, and they'd go shop it. And then they'd have like a little machine, and it would give them, look like a little calculator type unit, and it would tell them where to go to find it. Sometimes it was there and sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes it said we had some, it said we had 2 or 3 or 5. Can't find any. The counts were wrong. So we had to deal with that kind of stuff, and that's all part of supply chain. That's all part of issues involving supply chain. Back in the day, well, that's good, Uncle Al. I've got about a 5-month supply of the meds that I take. I got about a 5-month supply. See, my insurance covers it. Yeah, you can buy Jace. It's very expensive. I've looked into it. Very expensive. They'll charge you an outrageous sum for some little small inexpensive antibiotics. And I'm not trying to bash them, but they want to make money, but they're making an awful lot of money, for what they're doing. Holly is going to make a living farming. If SHTF happens, she's going to be growing all sorts of fruits and vegetables, and she's going to be supplying her portion of the country. Melinda, you can look it up. Hey, take care, Uncle Al. God bless. I'll be praying for you. Thank you for coming in. Holly, you need to live in Texas. You need to live close to me. We'll get together and we'll do some good stuff with the families. When I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day that I got up. I say the Lord's Prayer on the way to work. I pray. I drink my coffee, take my medicine. I contemplate the day, take my shower. I get cleaned up and then take my shower. Put on my clothes. I head out the door and make sure I got everything, and go to work. I get there before 7 o'clock, clock in. They make me clock in because I'm a retiree hire. I don't get paid by the hour. I get paid salary, but I still got to clock in. So I clock in on my computer. I clock out on my computer. Trust me, they're getting their money's worth because I'm there for a lot longer than 8 hours. Devil Dog Prepper, my friend. Hello. How are you feeling? Living in the house. So I will tell you again, for those of you who recently came in, you probably want to watch about the first 15 minutes of my live stream. Go back and play it when it rolls over. I got a package in today of 3 uh, modular operational ration enhancements, Pack A, Pack B, Pack 3C. And it's like stuff that the goodies and extras that they give you along with an MRE when you're in the military. If you're out in the field and they don't have a field kitchen set up, they will give you usually 3 MREs a day, and they'll give you a more. And the more is basically extra sides and goodies. I will probably do a video, open the packs up and go through what's in them. And there are things that you will find in MREs, but it's basically extras and extra calories and extra protein and extra caffeine, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and the thing about Jace is that you call them up and then you have to talk to their doctor. Oh, and the doctor will prescribe, and then you pay them it's a couple $100, and then you get a pack of 4 or 5 different antibiotics. You'll get a Z pack. You'll get some traditional this, that, and the other stuff, different strengths, and then it will tell you, well, if you think you got this is what you take. If you think you got this is what you take. If you seem to have these symptoms, this is what you take. Remember, antibiotics work on bacteria infections. They don't work on viruses. Antibiotics will not cure a virus. It will cure bacterial infections. People pray for you. You need to give them a first name to pray for as opposed to devil dog. People do not want to pray for the devil or his minions, not saying that you are. And I know that's a Marine term. But the world's not going to come for you if you give out your first name. Oh, really? Well, that's good. That's good. I'm planning on doing some hydroponics in my classroom this year. I thought I'd get a couple of arrow gardens and set them up. I was going to set up an aquarium with probably some goldfish or something for the kids to look at. And then I was going to set up a couple of arrow gardens along the wall. I'm looking up there. Somebody sent me a text message. Oh, it's good to have multiple devices. That way, if somebody sent me a text, I can look at it. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I would like to meet him too. I'm just not going to really make it to Iowa. I'm in South Central Texas. I I did not attend my aunt nor my uncle's funeral. I felt real bad about it. May they rest in peace. But I lost my aunt and uncle from Georgia, the last of the Mohicans. Uncle Howard was the ninth of nine, the baby. My father's big brother was the oldest, and he died a few months ago. A couple of months shy of 94, he fell and hurt himself. May he rest in peace. My Aunt Marie died a couple of years ago. She's like a mother to me. She treated me good, and I didn't get to go back to Atlanta for the funeral. She was 82, and her mind went bad on her. She had dementia. Beautiful, beautiful woman when she was young. Beautiful when she was young. Beautiful. Real nice, good-looking kids. They had good-looking kids. Good-looking kids. Better looking than me when I was young, and I wasn't bad looking. A lot of times you have Anglos and Hispanics get together and they have kids. Oh, gorgeous kids. My daughter, Amanda's beautiful girl. Beautiful. Half Anglo, half Hispanic. Beautiful girl. Her mother's beautiful, you know. Blessing. Yeah, and that's the way it was. You know, everybody outlived their friends and everything. There are very few people at my father's funeral. A lot of people didn't know he died. It was in the news. You know, it was in the paper and everything, and very few people at his funeral. Wasn't a big production. A lot of people paid their respects after the fact. But, you know, to tell you the truth, they're not there. You know, they're not watching. They don't know what's going on. They don't know they're being honored. They're asleep. That's what the scriptures say. The dead sleep. They don't know. They're not watching. You know, they aren't. So, 8 in the house. I will tell you, I am tired. I'm tired. When I get to 1700, and Dave will probably beat me. He's growing fast. I lost 2. I'm at 1691. When I get to 1700, I'll be looking at my last 5 videos, see who left me a supportive comment on each of them. Leave me a like and a supportive comment. When I figure out who's who, I will put their names in a hat. We'll do a drawing, and whoever name gets drawn will win the 1700 subscriber giveaway. It'll be a nice one. So I encourage you, if you've not done so, do so. Also, I've got a sense of humor. I may wind up and do another video before I hit 1700. You know, I may hit 1700 tonight. I may hit 1700 2 weeks from now. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. But I may wind up sending out package to Dave, or I may wind up doing a package to Uncle Al, which I'm going to in the near future. Keep saying I'm going to do it. And I may do that I may open up those moors and show what's in them to everybody. And do a video. And if I do that and I drop it, and then all of a sudden I hit 1700 and there's only 5 or 6 people that left me a comment, it'll be those 5 or 6 if they the other 4. So if I drop another video, you better hop on it and leave a comment. Hurry, you know, don't wait. Well, I'll get to it in a few days. A few days might be too late, you know. The other thing I have to say before I go, God, I'm huge. That wasn't what I needed to say. But the other thing I need to say before I go is that I have a sense of humor. I find things funny, and I try to do little funnies, and I laugh. Um, I giggle and I laugh, snicker. I I've done full replays. You know, I do play somebody's live stream, it's an hour, hour and a half, and I put full view, and it was like an full replay. Then I drop a 90-second video, and they say full view, and I just start giggling. Hold up now. I did a 2 minute or minute and 45, 90-second video. It wasn't a short, but I released it released it as a video. And you gave it a full view. It was 90 seconds, and you said full view. Full view. Why didn't you say nice video? Or that was a nice one, make a comment, whatever, like number. But full view? Wow. You gave me a 90-second view. And I just start giggling and snickering. I've had people do that to me. And they go onto my live streams and I'm talking about it, and I'm just snickering and giggling, and I'm not saying who they are. But I've had them do that. And they do it with a straight face. They honestly think they're honoring me by watching a minute and a half. Well, I'm honored that they watched it. But it's just, I just said snicker. I just got through the night before, and I let them know I had run an hour and a half live stream, and then they doled out 90 seconds for my video with the full view. I gotta laugh about that. I'm sorry. I laugh. Mayor Ben, hello, Mayor Ben. El Calde. I think that's how they'd say it in Spanish. El Calde, mayor. Welcome. Ark Waldman Survival. Welcome. And I'm sorry I haven't been by your place, Ark Waldman. Minnie's place. Hello, Minnie. Y'all are basically coming in at the very tail end. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Got to get up early. Ten in the house. You're in full view. Okay. Thank you. Good to know that. I'm not paying attention. Who's coming in? $12 in the house. 18 likes. So every day when I get up, I thank God for the day. A lot of people younger than me are passing on. You never know. If you don't wake up, you won't know it. Next thing you know, it'll be Judgment Day and you're before the Lord. Remember what I said about that? It's what the scriptures promised, the Lord promised. Say the Lord's Prayer. He gave it to us. It's how to pray. It's also not real long-winded. Drink a good cup of coffee with caffeine. Caffeine's good. Good stuff. Take your medication if you take medication. I take mine. And treat people the way you want to be treated. Respect your elders. Keep your eyes and ears open. Learn. Hey, well, you take care. Appreciate you coming in. And everybody, I hope to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, 7 p.m. Another coffee talk. Everybody have a blessed day. Remember, be prepared, and we'll see you later. Thank you.